Hello friend, thank you so much for clicking this video. Here is my stitch order here. This is I just got the delivery of it. It's very important for you as a crafter or leather crafter. You're working on bags to have a cool idea of how you can use this to do your hand stitching. This is only used to do an holding of your material when you're doing an hand stitch. So come with me to see how I'm going to be getting it off right now to do the first stitch on it. So I got this. I used to have one before it was broken, and then I got another one ordered. So I got another one ordered. So after ordering that one, I got it delivered in here. Okay, yes, I got it delivered. So this was in it. The seller had to put a piece of leather to try. Though I have enough leather in the workshop anyway to try this out. So for me, I've been working on it, but I just want to show you just see how it's been worked around. You see how you've been using an electrical machine to do all your stitching, and then you decide, okay, you want to do a complete hand crafted bag. You want to do hand stitching around this stitch order is very important. So let's start putting it all together and do our first stitching on this right now. So okay, so we have this. So what you're meant to do is just to come over in here to pick this like this. Okay, get this like this. What you'll be doing is just get this, trying to arrange it for the first time. Okay, arrange this for the first time. You got this, it has to come with this. So you have this. So just install this in it. Installing this makes it be easy. Okay, so this is kind of optional. You can decide not to embed this, but what this is going to do is that this will help to hold it down. So even while you're sitting on your work bench, you can sit on it, and at the same time you do a good time stitch on it. You go a good time stitch. So it's holding right now. So the next thing you do is just come over to stitch. So right, I release it up for leather to goes in it and have this. This was the leather seller added to it, so you can see it's holding. So what I will just get to do is just come over, do this, and then start my stitching. So at this in this level, oftentimes you can get to use your wool, use your speed stitcher, a speed stitcher to stitch in there. But since you have a stand thing to hold it on like this, I highly recommend you use your you get to use your two-way needle, which goes in and comes out. Those are just a simple hand needle that you should just use, and it's going to make your work come out. So let's do that today. Use that today. Our first test. This is a speed stitcher which you can use, but as I said, I'm going to recommend if you're working on your bags. All depends on the project you're working on. If you're doing a custom good DSO stitching, you can't really use this stitcher to do it, because you have to stitch it and bring it up. But if you're just doing a flat thing like this, it can be done. But for this demonstration, first time demonstration, I will just show you the simple hand needle, which is going to dive in, dive out. At this point, you want to get a stitch. After I've get to arrange this now, you know, like you just have to, when you're using a bench, you can sit on this just to make it not to shake. So this, working on this very one, what you just need to do is that I can come in here and just stitch this and do my test stitch on this. Remember, this was the leather that the seller just added to this. I'm so sure he has added this as just a gift. So I want to just do another test stitch of this. So I decided to put a glue on this. Remember, it's not compulsory you get to put a glue on this. So once I had to do this, and then just hold it. So you don't just have to be so scared, and you just want to do a pure hand stitch, completely handcrafted project with this stitching holder. It will be more easier for you to get that done. So I have this O-line maker. This is the stitching line. So I have this in form of a rake, but this is doing the awesome project. So what I will do to this is that just to make easy penetration, so my stitching with this awesome needle can go with ease. So we'll use this to get the part at which I need to stitch. So to do that, I'm just going to pick an hammer to mount pressure on this. Okay, so definitely is going to, this is a 4 mm gap. It's going to be very, very even. The space is very, very even. So once I have this, the next thing I do now is then come and use this now to then start stitching. So to do my first, to clip it up, I can just come in here, clip it now, and then stitch it down. So it has held instead of me trying to come over and start holding it, weaving out. So that's going to be so easy for me. So we'll be using a wax thread. Here is a wax thread that I will be using to do a test run of this. The color does not really matter. Just connect this color in there this way. So there are different methods at which you can get to stitch this. I've done this. You can see, once you just get to understand in here, is that to be compared to if this was not installed, that I just had to start holding this on the hand, using the other hand to do it. What you just get to do is just get to do this that way, and then put this in the other way. So now I'll complete a circle that way. So I coming back in, as I said, yeah, just because I've perforated it earlier with the old maker, it was so easy. Just have to follow it in there. I'm not going to be stressing myself, so you will not be have to stress yourself again getting the O. So this is just so you replicate all this to all the parts you have perforate. So right now I'm done stitching this using the 2 needles to do this. I can also do it with just a single needle, straight thread passing all around. So by the time I have this, I get to remove it. This has held it on for me till I'm done stitching. So I held it, and if I need to balance the edge, I can still use a wax to balance it and do some tapping on it with my hammer. But most of the time it's not really necessary to have to tap the surface. So this is how you can easily just use these awesome tools to grip your leather and make it more comfortable when you're stitching, and make it more even and neater. So I've just shown you how to fix this on, and then I have lots of other tools I will be exhibiting that I just got the delivery of that on this channel. So I'd like you to subscribe and hit the notification bell for you to be notified when I'm done with the videos of other tools. I will be showing you the tools, giving you advice on which of the tools you need to invest on, which are the ones that are wrong investment. I look forward to have you in my subsequent upload.